Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the lecture. So sometimes you'll have a footing like this. This is not a rough foundation. It's a kind of a isolated footing only, let us consider. But the shape won't be like the square what we used to get. This was the usual size what we used to get, no? Isolated footing or maybe a combined footing, something like this. But sometimes we get a footing something like this, which doesn't have a proper shape. So in this case, how we are going to do the bar bending schedule? So again, the concept remains the same. There's no much change in that. First, we'll put the bar in the shorter span. Or now you see, again, when I say shorter span, so if I take only this length, it will be shorter. But when I come to here, this will be longer and this will be shorter. So don't have to worry about that. Overall, you try to check which is a shorter one. Okay. So this is shorter for me. I'll go with this one. Okay. Uh, this is my shorter bar. I'll put in this way. Okay. So once I reach here, up to here, I'll put the bar. After that, what will happen? I have to take this complete length. Okay. This I have to count. Finish. And even in this direction also, when I do the BBS, I'll put the bar in this way. Maybe you get some number of bar. Once you're done with that, next this will be only up to this much. Okay. So this is how the BBS has to be done. So first, let me start with that. I'll explain you the simple calculations, how it has to be done. So I'll take the dimensions also. Okay, these dimensions are not clearly visible. No problem. Okay, not an issue. So first what we'll do, whenever you're finding the length, no, you find up to here. First we'll find the cutting length. I'll explain you only for one. First I'll start from here. Up to this portion only I'll do. That's it. And remaining we'll do it separately. So for that what I want this thing. That is this length I want. That is from here to here. But simply I'll note down the length. From here to here, let us consider I'm taking some random value. Okay, I'll consider this to be 5 meter, and let us consider this is 3 meter. Okay, fine. So can you find the cutting length of this? Simple. I'll start my first bar from here. This will be L. Okay, it will go up to here, no? And this is 1. Okay, so quickly tell me how we'll find the cutting length, the straight portion bar. 3 meter, I'll write in mm. So 3000 minus 50 from the left side, minus 50 from the right side. Cover I'm deducting, okay? 50 from here, 50 from here. So this will be how much? 2900, isn't it? Yeah. So after that, 2900 plus this L. This L I want, I'll just take some random value, okay? We know how to do. I'll take random value L to be 300 on both the sides. So this will come out to be 600. So it will be 3500 mm. Finish. So this cutting length I got. This L bar, this white color bar, I got the cutting length as 3500. I want to find the number of bar. To find the number of bar, I want to take the opposite direction. So you see you have 5 meter now. Okay. But now one thing you need to understand. So in this 5 meter, one cover you leave from here, but you will not leave any cover from here. Understand that. This 5 meter, you leave only one cover from here. You will not leave another cover. So it will be 5000 minus only 50. This time you will not do another minus 50. Why? Because I'm taking, understand the concept. Because I'm taking the length only up to here. Where I'm taking only up to here. Suppose if I was taking complete length, then I would have done minus 50 from here and minus 50 from here. But now we are doing only up to here. And up to here, the length is 5 meter. So what I'll do, I'll just take this one, 5000 minus 50, which will be 4950. Okay. And divide by the spacing. Let us say the spacing between the two bar is 200 mm. So try to do these calculations and let me know what is the answer you're getting. 5000 minus 50 is 49. Sorry, this is 4900. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. 4950. Only 150. No. Yeah. 5000 minus 50. And you divide it by 200. So I'm getting 24.75. I can write this as 25. So now it's up to you whether you want to add plus 1 or not. Why? If you want to add plus 1, that is also correct. Make it as 26 number. But when you find the remaining number of bar, that is the next stage. When I find the cutting length in this portion, will not add plus 1 again here. You are getting my point? No. It is something like the beam case in S1 and S2 portion. Okay, anyhow, beam you don't understand now. Fine. So now if you want, you add plus 1. So I'll add plus 1 to this 26 number. So this cutting length we have found, number of bar also is found. It's understood. I'll make this as, I'll write this 1. This I'll bifurcate, or this I'll mention it as stage 1. Okay. Now we'll do the stage 2 portion. So if you want, I'll change the color also. We'll go with stage 2. Stage 2 in the sense this is second shape. So whatever answer I did so far, this is for first one. Okay. Now I'll do for the second one. Now for the second one, again, you want to find the cutting length, find the cutting length. So again, your bar will start from here. We'll go straight. Fine. Okay. You'll put the bar something like this, isn't it? You'll put the bar like this now. So for this, what all things you require? You want this length. I'll write the length. Randomly, I'll write. Okay. Else you can have a AutoCAD. You can directly measure and you can write. But now just for our understanding, I'm considering this length to be, let us consider it to be 7.5 meter. I'll write 7.5. Okay. This I'll write 7.5. And this width from here to here, I want. So this will be, let us say, 3.2 meter. Okay. I'll draw that. So this is 3.2 from here to here, and this is 7.5. And these things I'll bring it here. So this is 2, stage 2. This I'll bring it here. Okay. And this also I'll bring here. Okay. Yeah. And these things will delete. Yeah. Not required. Okay. Understood. Fine. So now again, you tell me how you will find the cutting length of this. It's very simple. This length, it is 7.5, which is 7,500. Minus 50 from both the side, you do it. So it will be 7,400 plus that L on both the side, I'll consider it to be 300 plus 300. Okay. So it will be 7,400 plus 600. So it will be how much? 8,000. 8,000 mm is your cutting length. Understood? Yeah. So this is 8,000. This L, this and this L, I'm considering 300, 300. The straight portion is 7,400. So 300 plus 7,400 plus 300 will be 8,000 mm is the cutting length. Now I want to find the number of bar. To find the number of bar, what I'll do, I'll take the opposite length. This will be my length now. So 3,200 divide by spacing. So spacing, I'll consider spacing as 200. Okay. So now whether 3,200 is correct? No. So 3,200 minus 50 I'll do now. Why? This 3,200 will start from here, I agree. But from here, my last bar will not be placed on this. No, my last bar won't be on this. It won't be like this. My last bar won't come like this. Okay. So you'll be giving a gap of 50 mm. So this is your 50 mm gap. It will go up to here. This will be cutting length. So this gap 50 mm I'm leaving, right? If you're still not able to understand, I'll draw the 50 mm gap also for you. Low. Take. This is that 50 mm gap what we are leaving. 50 mm gap. So that is why what I am doing, 3,200 minus 50 if I do, how much I'll get? 3,150. 3,150. Now 3,150 I'll divide by the spacing. So how much is spacing? I'll consider 200. Now you do the calculation, you divide it by 200. You are getting 15.75, which can be written as 16 numbers. Finish. Again, you don't add plus 1 to that. Why? Because already plus 1 I added here. When I was calculating this number of bar, yeah. When I calculated number of bar for this portion, I added plus 1. Okay. So again, for this, again, I will not add plus 1. For this already I did plus 1. For this already plus 1 I have done. Again, for this I will not add plus 1. So I only 16. So directly mention 16 number of bar. 16 number of bar required. Okay. Suppose if you had not added 25 plus 1, you had only done 25 in the previous case. So only if it was 25, if you had not added plus 1 there, then you should add here. So it will be 16 plus 1. See, main intention is you should add anywhere only once. If you, okay, why is that so? Now you may ask, so why is that so? Very simple. If there was a footing something like this, if it was uniform in size, then what you would have done, you would have taken the length and you would have taken this thing, isn't it? You would have taken something like this and only plus 1 you would have done. No, here also it is the same thing, but our calculation is becoming little tougher. So we took this part one time. This part we took another time, but together it is 1 unit only. So that is why +1 either you add in this portion or you add it in this portion. Got it, right? Finish. Your BBS is ready. Add it on this side. Similarly, what you can do, you do it on the other side. Other side means this one. So first you finish up to here. This cutting length you can find. Okay, how you'll find the cutting length? 5 meter plus 3.2 is 8.2. 8.2 minus 50 you do. You'll get the straight portion. L you take 300, you'll get the cutting length. Number of bar, how you'll find? Number of bar, this is 3 meter. So from 3 meter, you deduct only 50 mm from here and you divide by the spacing. Let us consider the spacing is 200. So 3 meter minus 50 is 2950. If you want, I'll do it. So 2950 divide by, again, let me consider 200 mm only spacing. So 2950 divide by 200 will be 14.75. So I'll consider 15 and +1 I'll do here. So it will be 16 number. So this is done. After that, you come to the other portion. That is a green color portion. You come here. So this is done. Now next, I'll find the cutting length only for this portion. This much one. So how you will find? This cutting length is very simple. How you will find this cutting length? How you will find this cutting length? You know this distance. From here you have to consider now. Now it is bit tricky. What is that tricky part? Tricky part is you want only this length from here to here. But this is not known. You know this is 7.5. So out of 7.5, if I deduct 3 meter, will I not get this length? Obviously, I'll get. So do that. 7.5 minus 3 will be how much? 4, no? 4 meter. No, sorry. Yeah, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. This will be 4.5 meter. What happened? Okay. Yeah. So this is 4.5. I'll write here. This is 4.5. Fine. So you have this 4.5 meter. This is 3 meter. Can you not find the cutting length of this? So this is how much? 3.2, no? So mention it. So 3.2 or 3200 minus 50 on both the side will be 3100. And then 3100, this L 300, this L 300 I'll add. So it will be 3700 mm is my cutting length. Okay, finish. How will find the number of bar? So number of bar will be, how you'll find the number of bar? This is 4.5. So in the 4.5, only 50 mm cover you deduct from here. Here no cover will be deducted because it is already taken. So it will be 4.5, no? So 4500 minus 50 will be 3450, isn't it? Yeah, 3450. You divide it by the spacing. I'll consider 200 only spacing, okay? For our easiness. Else in the drawing, it will be mentioned. So I'm getting 17.25. 17.25 can be taken it as 18 number. But should I add +1? No, because +1 was already added here. When I was finding this green color, I already added +1. So again, in this portion, will not add +1. So 18 number of bar is required. Finish. You have a number of bar. You got the cutting length of this. You multiply the weight of the 10 of how much? Let us consider I'm using a 16 diameter. I'm using a 10 diameter bar, which is 0.62. You multiply, you'll get the weight of the green color, white color also you have found, green color you have found. So in this way, you're supposed to do the BBS if you get a drawing something like this. Got it? So I hope you have enjoyed my lecture up to here. You got an idea like how the BBS has to be done if you get a footing which is not rectangle or square in shape, which is something unequal, irregular shape. So I've explained you this. So try to understand it. Maybe in future when you work on real projects, you may get a footing something like this, or you may even get a footing something like this. Okay, whose shape will be something like this. Sometimes those things happen due to the site conditions and all. You may not get a exact 90-degree footing. You'll get a footing something like this. Can you do the BBS for this? Obviously you can do now. Okay, sometimes you may get a footing something like this, then it will be like this. Here it will be like this. Okay, same thing, but here now this shape has changed. That's it. You can do the BBS for this. You can do this also. You can do what you'll do. First, you finish this portion. First, you find the BBS for this portion. Okay. Once this is found, then you found the BBS for this portion. Similarly, you do the same thing on the opposite direction. That means you find this portion first. After that, if you want to find the longer span, this you finish first. Once this is done, next you come for this portion. Got it? Same thing here also. First, you can go anyway. Shorter span will be this one now. So first you do for this side. Once this is done, okay, you come to this portion next. this much BBS you do shorter span. So once your shorter is done, for the longer, again, you start from here. For longer, you start this portion first. So once this is done, the remaining portion, that is this one, you do it later. Got it? That's it. So I hope you have enjoyed my lecture up to here. So in this way, almost all the types of footing we have covered, and we'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.